Well, that's the freedom.
You know what I mean?
There's so much freedom living in Phuket. Like, you can go to dinner, you can have a couple drinks. You don't even need to think twice about it. I think a big part of society in that whole Peter Pan story is they don't want you to think that that actually has some merit to it. Meaning, we're always told to grow up. Well, what is the meaning behind that even? And I've always looked at that, like, grow up in what sense? Get a mortgage, get a house, like, hate life? Like, what is your definition of growing up? And the fact that I resonate with your ability to follow the routine and what is the definition of growing up? What is the definition of growing up to you?
I think for me, growing up is allowing I don't know, the definition of growing up. You see, in one of my passports, it says this guy is known as Goldie, but it also says I'm a professional child. That's what I am. That's what we are. I think that's my profession.
The occupation.
Professional child. There is no answer to that from my perspective, because I will never grow up, and that boy is always going to be there. It's never growing up means, you know, not paying attention to youth culture, not paying attention to the arts, you know, closing off that thing that we once were. That's what the definition of growing up is. Not a good definition for me, because like yoga's not about losing weight. Let's get it right. It's about getting the mind right. So the idea of growing up to get a mortgage, listen, if you work hard, the money is a byproduct. Like losing weight in yoga, it comes. I've never done a project. I've never had my wife always points this out. My focus has never been the money. If it were, I'd be doing some other thing with it. I'd be in Wall Street. I'd be doing whatever. I'd be a broker. It's just not my thing. It's a byproduct. It's something that allows us to have this fantastic lifestyle. I'm blessed. It's never been my main focus. It really is never. It's just one of those things that just doesn't stick. It's just not me.
If you enjoyed this content, we're doing 5 clips like this a week. If you want to watch the full podcast, click here.